I have people telling me all the time, old money prices, I just came across a collection. I have no idea what it's worth. Can you please help me? Where do I know where to start? What do I need to do? What do I need to be looking for? In this video, I'm going to go over some rare coins with an S mint mark that sold for a crazy amount of money. If you want to learn more, I have a free ebook, but more on that later. So let's just jump right into this video. So up first, we have a 1914 S 1 cent Lincoln head penny. Now the first thing that we need to know is, what does that S mint mark mean? So if you look on the front bottom right hand side of the coin, underneath the date on this example, you will see the S mint mark. That S mint mark stands for the San Francisco Mint. There are also coins that have a D mint mark or no mint mark. If your coin has a D mint mark, that means it's from the Denver Mint, and if it has no mint mark, it probably means that it's from the Philadelphia Mint. But on this video, we're going over S mint mark coins. So the big thing you need to know about S mint marked coins is the fact that, from my experience, a lot of the time S mint mark coins can be worth more money than other coins. That's not always going to be the case, but it's also important to know that San Francisco generally mints all of the proof coins, but more on that later. So this coin right here, this 1914 S coin, the San Francisco minted coin, graded as a PCGS mint state 65 red. Really quickly, the highest grade we can get in grading is 70. The higher the grade, the more money your coin's gonna be worth. If you have a nice looking coin, please keep it safe. Don't get it damaged, because every little scratch and little nick on the coin will decrease the value significantly. I can promise you that. The better the grade, the better the condition, the more money your coin will generally be worth. So this coin sold for $9,775, and here's why. So it's important to know that 1909 was the first time they minted these Lincoln wheat pennies, and this is only a few years away from the 1909 date. Generally, the earlier dated your penny is, the more money it's going to be worth. There are examples of relatively modern coins that sell for a lot more than these coins because of either like a mint error or an incredibly high grade. So the biggest reason why this coin sold for so much money is because it's at a 65 grade and it's such an old coin. Even earlier, we have a 1911 S 1 cent coin here graded by PCGS. I meant to say 66 with a CAC sticker. So that was a mouthful, but let's break it down because this coin sold for $14,400. Now let's go over why. So when you first look at the coin, it's going to look like there are some dirty scratches and little nicks on the coin, but sometimes you're going to have coins that have oxidation or they're going to have mint factory scratching. You have to remember, when these coins are being produced, they're being tossed around to get to their final destination. So small factory scratches are okay. This one graded by PCGS, I meant to say 66, which is only 4 points away from the perfect grade of 70. Also, this has the CAC sticker. Now really quickly, CAC is another third-party company that after you get your coins graded, they will look at the coin and see if it's good enough for their CAC sticker. Now if you have a graded coin already, it may be worth sending off to get looked at by CAC, because you pay them a service anywhere between $15 and $75 depending on the value of your coin, and if you get that CAC sticker, it will increase the value of your coin hundreds or thousands of dollars. And those are some of the reasons why this coin sold for $14,400. Here's a 1915 S 1 cent coin graded by PCGS, I meant to say 66 red, and it sold for $23,500, and this is why. Now, oh my gosh, if you just look at this coin, it looks like there's a lot of dirt on Lincoln's face, and you can see in the backdrop of the coin, there's a lot of small little gashes. Again, those little things are going to be okay, but when it gets more severe, that's when it's really going to impact the value of the coin. The quote-unquote dirt you see there is actually toning. That's a naturally occurring process. Some collectors specifically collect toned coins because they like the appearance and look. And also, something really important to take into consideration is when you sell your coin. If you sell your coin at a market high, you're going to get more money than if the market is on a downward trend. Most of the time, when the overall market is heading downwards, for example in 07-08 when the housing market was crashing, the coin market was also going on a downward trend. When people are panicking and worrying about their investments and how much money they have, they're typically not being riskier and buying collectibles like these coins. So keep that in mind before you want to go ahead and sell your coin. Here's a 1927 S 1 cent penny graded by PCGS, a mint state of 65 plus red with the CAC sticker. So remember, the earlier dated your coin is, the more money it's going to be worth. Most of the time, not always. This one's a little bit later of a date. The previous ones were from 1915, 1911, and 1914. This one's from 1927, and this one sold for $28,800. Now what's really interesting about this coin is that it was graded by PCGS, a mint state 65 plus. Now the plus grade is something that you don't see very often, but when you do, it's generally going to be a good thing. So the plus designation essentially means that the coin looks really nice for the grade, but it's not quite enough to get to the 66 grade. Now PCGS and NGC are the two top leading grading companies. They both have expert teams who look at coins all day long strong. They know exactly how to identify, authenticate, and grade these coins on a scale of 1 to 70, so their grading is nearly always accurate. As silly as this may sound, that little plus designation alone will increase the value significantly. And again, this coin sold for $28,800. Here's a really pretty coin. This is a 1913 S 1 cent Lincoln penny graded by PCGS, mint state 66. Now the first thing I noticed about this coin is the toning and the sideways striped appearance it has. Now again, that's toning, that's how the coin was stored in a collection, and it's how the air oxidized with the coin to give it this overall luster and appearance to it. It's honestly a really beautiful coin, and that's why it fetched a staggering $40,250. So here's one of my favorite coins. This is a 1969 S double die obverse coin graded by PCGS, mint state 64 red. Now most of the time your 1969 penny is not going to be worth $58,800 like this one sold for, but if it does have this doubling occurring on the obverse, meaning the front of the coin, you have something incredibly valuable. Now really quickly, what do I mean by doubling? If you look at the motto at the top, Liberty at the left, and the date at the bottom right there, you will see a doubling occurring. Doubling typically happens not this obviously, so most of the time you're going to need magnification to see any sort of doubling happening on the coin. Now doubling doesn't only happen on the 1969 coin, it can happen on any sort of penny, but it is more common on certain date ranges and specific dates for coins. Now one of the first things you may notice on this coin is the brown, which looks like dirt on the face and shoulder of Lincoln there. Again, a grade like a 64 is not going to have any genuine dirt on it like this, but this is actually toning and oxidation on the coin. It's completely natural and normal, and it's probably what held it back from going higher than a 64, but again, it graded at 64. It has the double die obverse. If this didn't have the doubling, it would be worth significantly less, but this coin sold for $58,800. This 1926 S penny sold for $102,000, and we're going to break it down right here. So all the coins in this video we've gone over are from the San Francisco Mint. For this 1926 penny, depending on if it was from the Philadelphia Mint or the Denver Mint, in combination with how high it graded, and also when the coin sold, will dictate how much the coin sells for. So if you have a 1926 penny that looks like this, make sure you keep it safe. Make sure you go over the free coin ebook I have down below in the description. And the biggest thing I would say is make sure that you find some coin experts that know what they're talking about. They'll be able to help guide you to make sure you aren't getting scammed. And I would say get your coin evaluated by at least 3 people. That way, you know, if they all tell you the same amount of money, let's say you have a coin and they all say that your coin is worth only, anywhere from $1 to $10, and all 3 of those experts say it, the chances of them all 3 being right is pretty high. Now let's say one of them say your coin is worth $5, but the 2 other experts say your coin is worth over $1,000. That means the person that said your coin is worth a lot less is either 1, a scammer, which I like to think most people in the coin industry aren't, or 2, maybe the coin shop hired on a new employee and they don't really know exactly what the coin is worth, or maybe they overlooked something, or maybe they're having a bad day. You never really know, but this is the main reason why I say to get your coins evaluated by at least 3 people. That way you know you're getting the true value and you're not going to get scammed or ripped off. So this 1943 penny sold for $504,000, and I'm going to break down exactly why it did right here. So again, this is a 1943 S 1 cent coin struck on a bronze planchet graded by PCGS, mint state 63 brown with a CAC sticker. Let's get this out of the way. This is considered a mint error. If you have a 1943 penny and it looks bronze like this, there's either 2 things you have. You either have a genuine coin that's worth thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, or you have a fake coin, unfortunately, and it's worth nothing. Hopefully it's worth more than nothing, but you have to be aware, you have to be cautious, especially if you're going out there and buying any of these coins. But let me tell you how. In the mid 1900s, during the war efforts, they needed bronze for ammunition, so they started using zinc coated steel planchets instead of a bronze planchet like this. So every 1943 penny that you have should be a zinc coated steel planchet and not a bronze one like this. This one graded at a 63, which is lower in the mint state grade, but it's still mint state. It also has the CAC sticker. The CAC sticker is another third-party company, and it's going to increase the value significantly. But those are the main reasons why this coin's over $504,000. Hit that subscribe button. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.